And that was a wheelie. Alrighty. It is 7:26 on a Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening. It's been a little breezy. I tried to pull a turtle there. The first flight tonight was just really rowdy. It wasn't fun at all. For those new people that are watching the video, sometimes I forget. I've been flying for so long, I forget that there's new people and they want to know what I'm flying and what's going on and so forth. I'm flying a Pod Trike and a Fresh Breeze frame. So the cage is a Fresh Breeze cage, and the engine on it is a Moster 185. Now, I used to have a Monster, a Fresh Breeze Monster on the back end of it, and I had about 300 hours on it. And, you could go back in some of my videos and figure out why I got rid of the Monster. But the main reason I got rid of the Monster was, well, I won't say the main reason, but one that really kind of sealed the deal was that parts started getting hard to get, as well as the prices that almost quadrupled. So, and I went through a lot of coils and stators. Some of that could have been my fault. I'm not sure, how you put the blame on the pilot blowing out coils and stators, but the might have had some vibration. That caused it. The Monster, the Fresh Breeze Monster, when it was running right, it ran good and it ran strong. But I had 5 or 6 engine outs, and every time, I'd have to buy parts, hope that they had the parts, hope that I could get them soon. When you fly only in the summertime, in the winter, it's too cold to fly. You cherish your summer hours, so you're kind of in a hurry to get your parts. The Moster, the Vittorazi Moster that's on here now, I've not had any engine outs, so I've not had to land anywhere. I'm going to knock on wood. I did adjust the low-end fuel one time. That was the only thing that it ran. It just needed an adjustment. But otherwise, it's got an electric starter on it. I don't use the pull starter. That's one thing nice about it that the Monster did not have, with a electric starter. You could have got, you could have purchased it with an electric starter. But when I received mine, it was kind of explained that it was just one more thing to go bad or go wrong. So, and that the pull starter would start every all the time, first pull, and so forth. So and flying a fresh breeze Monster with a fly pod, you can pretty much assume where I received my training, and that was I'm a flight junkie 1088 back in 2017. So totally I've had over 500 flights now with over 300 hours, and I've flown over 6,000 miles. And that's just what I've recorded on FlySkyHy. I didn't get FlySkyHy till later on in my flying, after, I don't know, a year or two after flying. I'd have to go back and look, but it's been a while. And I'm supposed to be following David, and I'm watching everywhere else but where he's going, and I'm underneath him, and we're heading kind of southeast. The flag on top of these grain bins is barely moving. Trying to gain some altitude here so I can get over these trees. I still have some outs in case anything happens, but not sure where David is going, but he's heading for a lot of trees. But he's way up there. So we're about 322 feet in the air. Doing about 24 miles an hour, 7,600 RPM. And we're climbing. You always get the questions, how far can you go, and how fast can you go, how high can you go? Well, you can go as fast as the wind will blow you, and you can go as high as you want to until you can't breathe anymore, or if you don't freeze to death. How far you can go is just basically depends on the wind blowing you, and you've only got so many hours to fly, where the weather allows you to, normally you fly in the morning and you fly in the evening. If you run out of daylight, you're going to have to land, and in the morning it usually gets too choppy, so you get a few hours in the morning, and then you're going to have to, before the thermals come in. Let's see. Gas goes for about 2 hours. Just depends on if you're flying high on a constant speed, you can get pretty far. I know I'm missing one of the questions here. How fast, how far, how high, how long? What's the furthest I've gone? I don't know, maybe 40, 45 miles. My butt gets sore after a couple hours sitting in this chair. What one suggestion would I give you about flying? And the suggestion I would give you would be to don't wait. You're only young once, and you can fly till you're, as long as you got your senses about you, you can fly. But give yourself start early and fly longer. 32 miles an hour, 390 feet in the air, 400, 420, 430, with the hill dropping below us, 450. The LZ is about 3 miles away, and I can see it straight ahead. A lot of people ask me what program do I use to track my flights and get my information, and I use FlySkyHy. I've tried Gaggle, but I'm not fond of the map on Gaggle. I like the map on FYSkyHy. And Gaggle has some voice annotations, memos, whatever they're called, but it'll talk to you in your headphone. But with the GoPro 13, I'm not able to connect to my phone to hear Gaggle because the GoPro 13 connects as a phone. And right now my Sena device only allows one phone that I know of. Now there's other workarounds. You can get different headsets and so forth and work that out, but right now that's where we're at.